There are thousands of tribes across the planet and I want to rule them all. We are playing Sapiens, a survival sandbox world building game all mashed into one. The world is truly massive and larger than our Earth, so it's nearly impossible to explore the entire surface. But with lots of time, planning, perseverance, and execution, it might be possible to make our mark on the newly established globe. My goal in this series is to progress and expand as fast as I possibly can and to spread out and explore the vast environments. Then I'll simply trade and establish relations with tribes around me, or I'll stomp out those who try to stand against us. But before that happens, we need to build infrastructure, an infrastructure that can fuel our conquests and our expansions. Without further ado, let's hop right on into the world to see where our journey to world domination begins. Also, I'm sorry about the mic issues, and I'll be recording in 1440p by episode 3. Alright? Welcome everybody to the Fuego LP. And we are playing a game called Sapiens. I feel like there's not a lot of content being made on the game right now, so I'm gonna just go ahead and step in and make some content for everyone to enjoy, and hopefully we can get a nice community going. But I want to get some place where I can kind of command a lot of areas in the sea in the future. Let's just switch up the sea, see what happens here. Got a big landmass here. Okay, this is actually really interesting. We've got some passages made through already. Yeah, I think this will be pretty nice. So we can maybe settle on this little peninsula here. We want to get started. We can maybe venture out to places that are more difficult in the future, but I just want to get a nice quick start. And I'm not really going to take much time going over the basics of this game. I have over 160 hours so far, and I really do encourage you all to figure out this game, get it yourself, and discover all the different gameplay features it has and the way that they introduce you. With my goal to progress as fast as possible, I won't be dwelling on all the small gameplay mechanics, but you should get a good understanding of what's going on as I play. If you want a tutorial series on where I start from the beginning and really explain everything, let me know. But to explain it as quick as I possibly can, you craft one level of things, and then after you craft one thing, you investigate that item, mix it with other resources that you find, and then you can learn a new set of materials, tools, buildings, etc. This is where we started. Got a nice little spot, and these are all AI tribes around us. So these guys over here will have a specialized trait like gathering hay, gathering wheat or something like that. As you can see, these are completely AI tribes, but in multiplayer there will be other multiplayer tribes. As you can see, these guys have a wheat field, so if we ever want to trade with some of these AI tribes, we can go over to greet them, and they'll give us a task, and we can gain favor with them, and it'll increase our public relations. But we don't really have a whole lot of tribes that close, and these are pretty vast distances. Yeah, that's kind of the scale of the game. And so now you might be thinking, trade with them? I want you to conquer them and take all their belongings. Unfortunately, conflict and wars aren't quite part of the game yet. This game is only created by a single dev, and it's still in early beta. This means that updates sort of come out slow, but each and every one is packed with tons of quality. So when conflicts get added to the game, I'm sure it will be amazing. For now, we will settle for friendly encounters only. Well, mostly. Put down some crafting areas, and this will allow us to get some stones being chopped up, learned about rock napping, etc. So let's get these guys over here, move them up to their new home, and bring them into a life of indentured servitude. Let's get it. Gather bamboo, and then we're going to go ahead and gather some hay as well. 23 will do nicely to start. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward, and these guys are going to start doing work for us. So they're automatically grabbing rocks to put here and make these crafting areas. They're chopping up this grass to make hay, and this stuff is going to dry, and then after this stuff dries, we can investigate it. And as you can see, we gathered bamboo nearby, and we can go ahead and investigate this as well. And the more sapiens we have investigating this right here, the faster this will go, so they can share their knowledge and progress together. We are learning something about the bamboo. We can also start investigating this hay as well. Now that we're investigating our first few items, our sapiens will be able to create fire and build their first buildings made out of thatch. This gives us a good opportunity to learn a little bit about our new tribe. A couple of them investigating some more. Make these guys learn how to build a little bit faster, but there's already 2 of them on the job. We got Kuso and we got Ojukuna. How many people do we have? We have 8 people. We are called the Anililian. There we go. And we just learned how to build thatch. Check that out. Beautiful. Let's see. Let me think. We gotta find some rocks real quick. limestone rock. We'll switch to any rocks and then select these 6 rocks. There's not a lot of them around. Should probably grab a little bit of food too. We've got some coconuts right here. But yeah, we're probably gonna just build a little building over the entire thing because it's pretty cheap at this stage in the game. And notice how nonchalant I sound when I say, oh yeah, let's put up a little building here. Unfortunately, there were 3 major problems that I had to overcome in order to get this building up. And I needed it so that my coconuts would stop rotting. We are the Anililin tribe, and we are about to get it done. The reason I want to get these buildings up fast is a couple reasons. So this stuff like hay, as you can see, it says it's going to rot in a few days outside, but if we have a structure around it, it'll actually preserve this better. And that goes the same for our food, and our sapiens, our people, will be way happier if they sleep under a building as well. So we're gonna knock out a couple of birds with one stone here. Alright, so we got our coconuts just in case our people get hungry. Everyone's happy and loyal. These 2 are happy because they're learning stuff for us. So these guys are gonna build with whatever they have around them. There's a lot of bamboo, and I already ordered them to gather it and put it here, so I already have a lot of that stuff, but we're grabbing branches from around the area to get this building up. I already have a lot of hay stored up, as you saw that. But we got the first wall getting put up here, which is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to go ahead and investigate the single rock that we have so far. Still have a lot of orders here queued up, like the rest of these rocks and this bamboo. But that'll give us some time to finish off this building. Alright, so as this roof gets put on, I'm gonna have to introduce you to the first major problem that I faced while building the very first building in the Fuego LP. But as you can see, there's about 3 stalks of bamboo that are preventing me from building this corner, and we simply cannot knock it down. There have been many sapiens who have tried, and many sapiens who have put the hand axe down. But this first crisis in the corner doesn't even compare to the headache of the second crisis in the corner. Now I'm not going to point it out, but see if you can notice the mistake I made while building that will become the second crisis in the corner. It takes me a while to figure it out, and I start to go crazy. Another tribe, let's go. I know, bro. I know you're mad, bro. We'll get you a bed soon. Just chop down this tree, bro. Chop it. Do it. Thank you. Ah, it's still in the way. Alright, building is almost done. We unlocked digging, let's go. Now we can unlock planting. We're gonna need these. Oh yeah, it's nice that these are right here. Yep, we'll take all of them. Gather. We're gonna investigate our seeds. We're gonna investigate. Wait, this is hay. We need flax. We don't have flax yet. We're getting it. Alright. Is that Wawa? Yep, Wawa's going crazy. Now here's a little bit of Fuego Games lore. This Sapien Wawa was actually in my very first playthrough, my first tribe, when I initially bought the game, and she looked just like this. In my first world, she was always the hardest worker and the fastest learner. She would learn all the things for my tribe, even when I didn't know what I was doing. So we always put some respect on Wawa's name around here. Investigate the seeds, investigate the flax, investigate the flax again, investigate the flax again, investigate the seeds again. Got a lot of people putting their big brains onto this right here. Yep. Figure it out. Good job. Oh, I just told him to stop. Dang it. It's funny how they do this weird animation to figure it out. Like he's learning, like putting his whole body into it. He's like, interesting. Very interesting. Even though they can reach through the air for around 2 meters or so, using magical powers and whatnot, the very tippity top of our roof simply could not be reached by our sapiens. They still couldn't reach the top. So I had to use my big brain and figure out a solution to the third major obstacle that I faced in this first building. Rot's very soon outside. We're close. Too difficult to get to. How should we do that? How can we do that? I guess I'm just gonna try to fill it as much as I can. If I can fill it twice, it might work. Chickens, I'm sorry. But I'm not that sorry. Boom. Finally, this dude's chopping it down, dude. Holy crap. How long is it gonna take? Susie. Oh, we got another tribe. We got a Lucan. We got 3 more people. 15 people. So we need 15 beds. Alright. I'm gonna put a window here. She said Sinosona Alasana? There's no way she said that. Sinopil and Simi. Okay.
Doki.
Now you're just talking shit. Now that the first problem is overcome and the bamboo is out of the way, we can get these beds down so that the rest of our sapiens can sleep well. But now we need to turn our attention to the corner and figure out the snapping problem. Hopefully. And the last wall doesn't want to go in. Why not build, will you? You can just disable snapping, I guess. But it should snap. Oh, so that does work. You can just build up the soil a little bit. Okay, we can build it all now. Let's go. Just need branches. That's an elite hack right there. Just build up your base soil twice and you're up here. And you just take it down afterwards. Tool assembly. Alright, check it out. We're unlocking everything. We'll have butchery soon. It's a new dawn in the Fuego LP, and I decided to spend this morning by sending our sapiens out to start planting. We're starting to get hungry, and the food supplies are starting to dwindle. This was all just a distraction to get me away from dealing with the second corner crisis. Have we discovered planting yet? I guess so. Where should we put our beetroots at? I guess right here is fine. It almost looks good. Good enough. Alright, getting food supplies going. We're gonna stop eating beetroots for now so we can get our farm up and running. Are people hungry? I feel like I haven't given them food in a while. Some of them just slept outside, which will be fixed once we get these builds done. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this right here. This is really weird. I can't build anything. How about this? Can I build a short wall? That is so odd. What about like this? But I can't build one here. Really? I'm just gonna do a little something like this. I hope it counts it as inside though, that's what I'm worried about. And it didn't place. That is phenomenal. I will not let it get me down though, don't worry. Another tribe has been spotted. This takes priority. Alright, back to our window. Why does it not want to build? That's so insane. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's gotta just be a bug or something. I built the rest of it just fine. Alright, how we looking? How we looking? Looking better. Alright, that's gotta be it. Yeah, it says it collides with something, bro. I don't know what to do. We're gonna do this. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it'll be a nice you know, little deviation from the pattern we had, you know. It'll be a nice little entryway for our sapiens. How about that? Too difficult to get to. Alright, we gotta dig this down again and then raise it up over here. We're well on our way to overcoming the third obstacle, but we still haven't overcome the second. But I'm finally going to notice the problem that's been holding me up all this time. Learning some magical shit in the background. That investigation animation is just too funny. Take this down one more time. I don't really know what to do about this situation here. Oh, it's not even in line? What? What happened? That doesn't make sense. I'm confused. What? Why is there a gap here? Why? How? As I try to wrap my huge brain around this mistake, I spent another morning upgrading our food supplies as the Annalillan tribe are starving. But they are grateful to their overlord for allowing them to eat. Alright, we're hungry. That's fine. That's fine. Just find some, are these coconuts good? Nope. Alright, we got some bananas over here. This will be good. Gather bananas. Yep. Investigate this. Campfires. Get campfires going. Right here. That'll be very good. It'll make us go hungry for a little bit, actually. I cut that in half. Stop planting. I'm gonna plant those later. Just do some of them. Alright, we should make some spears. Kuso has died. R.I.P. Kus. Shit, that's our first death. If you don't remember, this was our first sapien to die, and Kuso was the first one to help us build Thatch. He was an absolute legend, a trailblazer in his time, and, you know, R.I.P. Kuso. We'll miss him dearly. Check that out. Check out our progress. Got this guy finishing our roof on our little mound here. Got people making tools for us, napping rocks. Got these guys talking shit about their tribe mates. Got this guy learning how to cook back here. Check him out. Get another guy cooking. We got Joso out here. I leave base for 1 second to search for some rocks, and I get distracted by the game's terrain. There's a couple of mountains nearby, and after I check out this terrain, I zoom out and I really try to process again the scale of this game, and wow, it's hard.
Check this mountain out. This is interesting. What is this? Wow, look at that. That is weird. That is crazy. Look at this. We gotta do something up here, man. You gotta get our people sights. I mean, look at this right here. Wow. Check this out. Beautiful. Alright, interesting. Gotta make our way over there. That's a really cool spot. It's an interesting spot as well. Remind myself where we're at on the map here. Okay, this is crazy. I mean, all that land is just in the closest nearby vicinity. This world is insanely huge.
In order to lead a conquest over the entire planet, there's tons of work that needs to be done. A big reason that I'm on this latest unstable version of the game is the new feature to lead multiple tribes in single player. I dream of having trade routes that will connect a network of tribes into one mega civilization. But first, we need to feed our 16 sapiens because they were hungry. And then after that, we need to plant for 1600, as you cannot conquer the world on an empty stomach.
Another tribe pulled up. Very good. Looks like there's 2 of them at least. A third maybe. Just 2. That'll be good either way, because one of our people died recently. Which is not good. And we're still hungry, which is also not good. We're gonna gather all these beetroots. They'll eat some of them, I think, hopefully. Gonna gather these berries. Gonna plant some. Another tribe. We're popping off. We don't have enough food for these people quite yet. We're working on it. We're up to 17. Did this other tribe not join? I don't know where they went. I guess they didn't join. Just do a little bit of a OCD fix right now. Gotta make it symmetrical. Dig this back down. We're still investigating this. Alright, we're about done. This is very good. Looking very good. We're not completely starving quite yet. We should have been planting earlier than now, though. We should have been planted way earlier. And we got cooking done. Beautiful. Gotta get spears. How's the spears looking? We got 5 spearheads. No spears. Oh yeah, here we go. He's almost done. We'll get someone else to speed up the process a little bit.
In this first episode, we hunted chicken, alpaca, we planted fruit, we built a beautiful structure for our sapiens while overcoming seemingly endless obstacles. But we now have a strong foundation to move on to our next goal, which is building with pine tree wood. Look forward to that in episode 2.
And just like that, our first building is complete. Check that out. Everyone's taking a rest. Got all of our people, our tools maintained here. I'm gonna go ahead and enable beetroots right now. And they're gone. How are our coconuts looking? Any of them grow back yet? Nope. Alright then. Looks like we're gonna have to go hunting. Get these spears going and get this meat cooking. Let's see. Craft continuously. And as soon as we unlock chicken meat, we'll be able to do that as well. Looking real good. It's a day 1 right here. I'm very happy. But you know, I just felt like there's not enough content on this game. I love this game myself, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my best to make some interesting content on a game that I love a lot. Check out that angle, man. Beautiful. Our friend is cooking up some meat for the tribe. Everyone's just totally chilling out, enjoying a rainy day from their shelter. Even this guy, look at him, not even getting wet.
And as we cook up this alpaca meat, I think that's where I'm going to leave it for episode 1. Let me know what you think about the editing, if it could be slowed down, sped up. If you want these episodes longer, I'd appreciate any feedback. But other than that, I'll see you in the next episode.